Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're working on a Genesis. I think this is a 3.8 engine, yeah. And as you can see there, there's some coolant leak from our water pump area. So we'll be replacing this water pump. I think it's straightforward. Just gonna remove this belt, this tensioner. I think, if not, maybe not. I will see. These are part numbers. This is the gasket, the big gasket here. You get a small gasket here. That's the part number there. And our water pump itself. That's our part number there. And this is the guy here. So I don't know why it failed like that. This is my first time to see that in servicing these Genesis vehicles. So first what we're gonna do is we're gonna drain the coolant, and we're gonna come back down and we're gonna start removing this stuff here. Okay, so after draining coolant, yeah, put your bucket there at the bottom, because once we remove this water pump, there's gonna be coolant. So first, before we remove this belt, we're just gonna remove this 10 mm for our pulley. So here's just 4 bolts there. Leave that, and then we're gonna release our tensioner. I'm using a 19 millimeter socket, a long one. And also, every time you remove this, the belt, make sure also just to, put it in a piece of paper pattern if you have a service information, so that you don't have to confuse yourself later once we put the belt back on. Okay, that's out. So I'm just gonna remove this. Put it aside. Now I can remove this last bolt here for water pump. Okay. Why is it so tight? There's too much rust there. So on the pulley itself, there's some rust in there. That's why it's hard to remove. So I'm just spraying penetrating fluid in there. Okay, I'm gonna use my pry bar now. Okay. Our pulley is out. Put it aside. And now there's gonna be a lot of bolts here on this this water pump. So same thing. It's either what you're gonna do is make a pattern on your bolts and put it in the paper, right? So we're gonna start removing all this. There's 12 mm here and a lot of 10 mm bolts. So we're gonna start removing those. If you're not sure, because there's a lot of bolts there, some of the bolts are for the timing chain cover. If you're not sure, always refer to your new part, since we have it in hand. Let's just double check how it looks like. Okay. So I think all the bolts are out now. I think. Yes. So just gonna remove this guy here. Oh, that's very hot. Let's stop it. I think that's it. There's no more bolt. Yeah. Let me pry this. Yeah. Okay, I think that's loose now. I'm just gonna grab a rag because it's too hot. Gasket just fell, so here's our old one, and there's gonna be another gasket here. We need to replace this guy here. Okay, there you go. There's our small rubber gasket there. So just have to clean all this mess here and put our new one. So after cleaning it, put your gasket on. Then we got our new one here. I think there should be a dowel pin here, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's in the old one. Yeah, they're still in the old one here, as you can see there on top. So I'm gonna try to remove that and put it in the new one. Okay, so I just removed the other one. Where's the other one? Okay, so once you transfer all those dowel pins here, the top one, just gonna line them up. Now we're just gonna go straight like this. Just gonna put your bolts in. This one is easy because that's the longest one there. Now got our 12mm bolts. That's for the bigger hole there. For our 10mm, it's gonna be on the sides. Yeah.
Okay. Can I use one? Thank you.
So I'm just gonna put the rest of the bolt. It should be just straightforward, and yes, I'm just gonna torque them to spec. So all 10mm bolts, the torque spec for be 9 foot-pound. So I'm gonna do all 10 first. And then all 12 mm bolts, we're gonna torque them to 17 foot-pound or 18. And lastly, the Allen bolt, we're gonna torque it to 19 foot-pound or 20. So we torque them to spec, just double check our work, and then we're gonna put our coolant pulley, water pump pulley, if you call it. Okay, so that's done. After that, we're just gonna install our belt and then torque our water pump bolts there, the pulley. So now I have to think how to do this. Okay, so from compressor going to our crankshaft, and it's gonna go over around the tensioner and go back to our idler here and going to our alternator. Okay, looks like that, and then we just have to loosen the tension and put our belt there. Okay, so make sure that the belt goes to the groove of the pulleys. How come this one is not going in there? Come on, man. Okay. Okay, so it looks like it's in the groove. Now we're just gonna torque our water pump pulley bolts. So the same thing, 9 foot-pound or 8, whatever. Okay, so now I'm just gonna fill up the coolant, the radiator, and we're gonna run the vehicle. So I'm just gonna fill up some coolant on it, and then once we're almost full here, we're gonna go inside the car and start the vehicle. Okay, that's weird. I don't have a engine coolant filling mode on this one. Okay, so I'm just gonna start the vehicle then. You just double check the water pump. Make sure there's no coolant leaking from there. As of now, I don't see anything, which is good. That's it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed that video on replacing the coolant pump on this GAT 3.8. I'm just gonna wait for this coolant to bleed out, and other than that, see you next time. Thank you for watching.